Okay, so in this session, we will be discussing about one important algorithm called a sequential search algorithm. In this case, what exactly a sequential algorithm is, we'll discuss this in a later section of this particular session. Right now, what we are going to do is we'll understand how to implement a sequential algorithm. A sequential algorithm में दो basically questions आ सकते हैं. Either the question can be like, write a program to find an element and its index using a function, or write a program to implement sequential search algorithm. Now we'll discuss what exactly a question, what is the meaning of this question. Now the thing is, we have one array. We'll ask user to enter an element that he wants to search. ठीक है. So for example, अगर now assume this is my array. ठीक है. और अगर यूजर ने डाला 2, ठीक है, यूजर ने क्या डाला 2. So now we'll write a program so such that your program will find out the index position of this particular number. It will first search for this number and it will return an index position of this number. If you check carefully, the index position of this number is what index position is 3. So it will return that number is found at index position 3. So this is known as searching. We What we are doing is we are searching for a particular element inside an array. So this is known as searching algorithm. There are various searching algorithms like sequential search, binary search. We are not going to discuss this right now. What sequential search is will I will tell you practically. Okay. Now assume this is the number that I want to search for, and this is my array. What sequential search is, it will first go to the first element. This number will go to the first element. It will check whether the first element is equal to this number or not. If it is same, return the index position. If they are not same, then go ahead. Okay. In our case, obviously 4 is not equal to 2. Then in that case, it will move forward. It will go to the next number, next element. Now your 2 will be checked against the next number called as 5, right? So it will again check whether the 5 is equal to 2. If it is, then return the index position. If both are not same, then in that case, return. In that case, move ahead. Okay. So now check whether 2 is equal to 7. No, 2 is not equal to 7. So again, if by the way, if it is same, then return the index position. If not, then move ahead. Now check. Move ahead मतलब क्या? यहाँ पे जा. Okay. Now, is 2 is equal to 2? Obviously, yes, it is. Then it will return the index position. That's it. This is known as sequential search. Okay. So it will return the index position. Index position of this element is what? 3. इसका क्या रहेगा? 0. इसका 1. इसका 2. इसका 3. And the last index is 4. So it will return 3. That's it. The thing is, the main concept is what? जब भी आप लोगों को वो element match हो जाए, in that case, we should terminate your searching at that time. ठीक है. So जब भी आपको पर्टिकुलर नंबर मिल जाएगा, then in that case you will not keep searching. You will not searching for remaining array. Okay. So now we'll discuss the practical implementation of this. What we are going to do is, let's assume यहाँ पे मैंने क्या किया. For example, we'll start. By the way, I have written one function called a search function, okay, which requires 3 parameters. The first parameter is an array, second parameter is a number, and the third parameter is item to be searched. So x is nothing but you can say that x is nothing but अपने ये example का 2, and arr is nothing but this, and n is nothing but the size of an array. Okay. Now this is the whole concept behind the searching algorithm. We are not going to discuss this right now. We'll start with the main method now. In the main method, what we are doing is we are asking a user how many elements you want to enter. So for example, I'm declaring a variable of size 10. That means this particular variable can take up to 10 elements. More than, we cannot store more than 10 elements now. So how many elements you want to enter? Say suppose user enters five. Say suppose user enters 5. Okay, so can I say that the value of n is now what is 5? Okay, move ahead. What this loop is responsible for, this loop is nothing but we are taking an input from a user and we are storing that input inside an array. So as you can see, these are nothing but my inputted elements, and we are storing that element inside ARR of ARR array. Can I say that the index position of 4 is what is 0? Obviously, because the index position will always start with 0. So index position of 4 is 0. Index position of 5 is 1. Index position of 7 is 2. Index position of 2 is 3. Index position of 9 is 4. Okay, is that clear? Okay, now we'll move forward. Now we are asking an user to enter the element to be searched for. Now assume यहाँ पे यूजर ने क्या डाला है, 2 डाला. So can I say that the value of x is now what? Value of x is 2. Now I'm calling. Now I have required things, right? So I have an array with me. I have the total number of elements, and also I have the number to be searched. Okay. Okay. So array is nothing but my this, n is nothing but my total number of element, and x is nothing but my number that we are going to search inside this array, right? So we are passing the whole thing by over here, and this whole thing is passed over here, right? So this is the main logic जो अभी हम लोग देखने वाले हैं. Okay. Okay, if you said carefully, the return type of this particular variable is what? This particular function is what? Integer. It is not a void type. That means this function, after executing its task, this function will return an integer value. So we'll first execute this program. Okay, so can I say that the ARR is nothing but this is my ARR, right? And this is my, you can say that this is my X, right? Now, and N is how much? N is nothing but N is nothing but my 5, right? Because I have entered 5. देखो यहाँ पे मैंने N का वैल्यू क्या स्पेसिफाई किया रहेगा, स्पेसिफाई किया 5. So these are nothing but my values of these parameters. Now, okay, for I is equal to 0. Okay, so if I is equal to I is equal to 0, I is less than how much? I is less than 5. By 5, because n is value of n is what? Value of n is 5. Now check whether ARR of 0 is equal to x है कि नहीं. ARR of 0 is nothing but what? 4. Is 4 is equal to 2? No. Then ये if execute होने वाला है क्या? नहीं होने वाला. Then we move ahead. Now my I becomes what? I becomes 1. Why 1? Because we are incrementing the value of I. So now my I becomes how much? 1. Now again check if ARR of 1 is equal to value of x. ARR of 1 is how much? ARR of 1 is 5. Is 5 is equal to 2? No, it is not. Then again, it will not execute the if part. It will move ahead. Now again, the value of I is incremented. Previous value of I was 1. Now I becomes how much? 2. Now check whether 2 is less than 5. Yes, it is. Now check ARR of 2 is equal to value of x. What is ARR of 2? ARR 2 is 7. Is 7 is equal to 2? No, it is not. Then again, this will not execute the if part. It will move ahead. Now my I becomes 3, right? Now my I becomes 3. Is 3 is less than 5? Yes, it is. 3 is less than 5. If ARR of 3 is equal to value of x, ARR of 3 is how much? ARR of 3 is 2, and the value of x is also 2. That means यहाँ पे जो if है वो क्या हो रहा है? ट्रू रिटर्न करेगा. वाई ट्रू? बिकॉज यस 2 इज इक्वल टू 2. दैट मीन्स ये जो कंडीशन है, ये कंडीशन क्या हो रहा है? सेटिस्फाई हो रहा है. देन इट विल एग्जीक्यूट द इफ ब्लॉक. और व्हाट इज रिटर्न इनसाइड अ इफ ब्लॉक? break. That means terminate the current flow. By the way, break मालूम है आपको क्या करता है? break will terminate the current flow. So जो भी for loop का current flow रहेगा, it will simply terminate that loop and it will come out. So अभी हम लोगों का जो लूप है, हम लोगों का जो कर्सर है, वो कहाँ पे आएगा बाय द वे? तो लूप के बाहर जहाँ पे आपको ब्लिंक हो रहा है, वहां पे ही आपका कर्सर आ जाएगा. राइट नाउ जब टर्मिनेट हो रहा था, टर्मिनेट होने जब भी टर्मिनेट हुआ, तब आई का वैल्यू क्या था? व्हाट वाज द वैल्यू ऑफ आई? द वैल्यू ऑफ आई वाज 3, राइट? और मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ, द नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज व्हाट? रिटर्न आई. व्हाट वाज द वैल्यू ऑफ आई? द वैल्यू ऑफ आई वाज 3, and this 3 is now returned to whom? Return to a calling function. Calling function मतलब मेरा कौन सा फंक्शन? Calling function मतलब मेरा जो यहाँ पे जो नीचे वाला जो पर्टिकुलर कंसेप्ट है, ये वाला कहाँ पे गया? ये दिस इज नोन एज कॉलिंग फंक्शन. सो जो 3 रिटर्न हुआ था मुझे ऊपर से, वो 3 जो है, वो 3 मुझे अभी कहाँ पे? यहाँ पे जो 3 था, ये 3 किस में स्टोर होने वाला है? तो ये रिजल्ट में स्टोर होने वाला है. ठीक है. सो 3 इज नाउ stored inside a variable called as result. So what I'm doing is I'm just declaring a variable over here and not here. Okay, so can I say that this is now stored inside a variable called as result? So what is the value of result now? The value of result is also 3. Now we are again doing one thing called as, we are again checking something. What we are checking? Let's check whether the value of result is equal to n. What was the value of n, by the way? The value of n is what? Value of n is 5, and the value of result is what? 3. Is 3 is equal to 5? No. Then कौन सा part execute होगा? If वाला part या else वाला part? Obviously else part is always executed when the condition is false. So in that case हमारा जो भी ये वाला part execute होने वाला है, and what is written inside an else part? Number found at %d result. So we are, what we are doing is we are simply printing an index position of a result variable. So index position of sorry, what is the value of result? The value of result is 3. So output में कैसे दिखने वाला है? The output will be number found at 3. That's it. यही आपका output होने वाला है. ठीक है. So ये एक main एग्जीक्यूशन था बाय द वे. ये एग्जीक्यूशन में आपको डाउट रहेगा किसमें? तो ये वाला पार्ट मैंने क्यों लिखा है? ठीक है. सो व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू नाउ, वी आर what we are going to do now, we'll simply see what is the logic behind this highlighted concept. Okay, so मैं अभी फिर से ये रफ कर देता हूँ पूरा, और फिर से एक प्रोग्राम मैं आपको सेम टू सेम फिर से आपको एग्जीक्यूशन बताता हूँ. ओके, नाउ whenever I'm doing a searching part, there are two possibilities. What are they? Either your program will find that particular number and it will return the index position, or वो पर्टिकुलर नंबर आपको मिलेगा ही नहीं. राइट मतलब फॉर एग्जांपल अगर यहाँ पे जहाँ पे मैं पूछ रहा हूँ एंटर द एलिमेंट टू बी सर्च, अज्यूम करो यहाँ पे मैंने डाला 50. ठीक है, एंड द एरे इज सेम 4 5 7 2 9. एंटर द एलिमेंट टू बी सर्च फॉर, क्या डाला मैंने 50। नाउ द वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स इज व्हाट, वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स नाउ 50, राइट। अभी चेक करो हमारे पर ये पर्टिकुलर एरे में 50 है क्या, ऑब्वियसली नहीं है। सो इन दैट केस मुझे यूजर को क्या भेजना चाहिए, मैसेज भेजना चाहिए कि नंबर नॉट फाउंड। तो मैं अभी क्या कर रहा हूँ, मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ, चलो यहाँ पे हम लोग फिर से सेम एग्जीक्यूशन देखते हैं। ओके, ARR of 0 is equal to x. What is ARR of 0? ARR of 0 is 4. Is 4 is equal to 50? No, it is. It is not, right? Then move ahead. Now my I becomes how much? Now my I becomes, पहले क्या था 0. Now my I becomes 1. Is ARR of 1 is equal to 50? ARR of 1 is 5. 5 is not equal to 50. Then move ahead. Now my I becomes how much? I becomes 2. Is ARR of 2 is equal to 50? No, it is not. Then move ahead. Now I becomes how much? 3. Is ARR of 3 is equal to 50? Oh no, it is not. Now my I becomes how much? I becomes 4. Is ARR of 4 is equal to 50? Oh, again, no, it is not, right? Now my I becomes how much? I becomes 5, right? I becomes 5. Is 5 is less than n? N का भी वैल्यू क्या है by the way? 5. Is 5 is less than 5? No. Then what? Terminate this loop and come out. टर्मिनेट द लूप एंड कम आउट, दैट मीन्स मेरा कर्सर अभी कहाँ पे रहेगा, इधर रहेगा। और मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, रिटर्न द वैल्यू ऑफ आई। व्हाट इज द वैल्यू, व्हाट इज द लेटेस्ट वैल्यू ऑफ आई, द लेटेस्ट वैल्यू ऑफ आई इज व्हाट, 5। सो क्या होने वाला है, ये जो पर्टिकुलर 5 है, ये 5 क्या होने वाला है यहाँ पे नीचे, किसको रिटर्न होगा, ये जो 5 है बाय द वे, दिस 5 इज रिटर्न टू अ कॉलिंग फंक्शन। सो अगेन ये मैं रिमूव करता हूँ, ध्यान में रखो द वैल्यू ऑफ आई वॉज 5। सो अभी हम लोग क्या करने वाला है, ये जो 5 है वो कहाँ पे रिटर्न होने वाला है, नीचे रिटर्न होने वाला है। तो कहना से दैट यहाँ पे आपका जो वैल्यू है आई, रिजल्ट का वैल्यू जब ऊपर से रिटर्न होगा तो रिजल्ट के अंदर क्या रहेगा, द वैल्यू ऑफ रिजल्ट इज 5 एंड द वैल्यू ऑफ एन, देखो वैल्यू ऑफ एन क्या है मेरा, वैल्यू ऑफ एन इज, मैंने क्या अज्यूम किया, वैल्यू ऑफ एन इज ऑल्सो 5। Is 5 is equal to 5? Yes, it is. Then आउटपुट में क्या दिखने वाला है, नंबर नॉट फाउंड। ठीक है, और यही बाय द वे ट्रू है, 50 था ही नहीं मेरा इसमें, ये पूरे सिनारियो में 50 था ही। क्लियर है। सो यही मेन एक कंसेप्ट है जो जिसके लिए हम लोगों ने ये पर्टिकुलर इफ एल्स वाला पार्ट देखा।